Okay, attempt number 2 at streaming Mass Effect tonight. I lasted only 34 minutes last time. Let's see how long I can go this time. Sorry, I was just worn out. I don't know. But took an hour to myself and played some MGE and Team Fortress 2. I feel a little energized. We'll see how late I can go. I normally stay up a little later on weekends because well, I don't have to teach the next day, so it makes sense, right? So, all right. Um, let's see what's up. All right, so we took care of the Worthington. Oop, there we go. That should do it for the Gemini Sigma cluster for the moment. Where to now? I guess Argos Row is as good as any. You know, I'm going to break my pattern. Normally, I do all the side missions possible before going to plot worlds. I'm going to change that this time. I'm going to go straight to Pharos. You know, I don't really have a reason not to go there. I'll check this system out. There may be a planet on which I might land, but I might save that for after Pharos. So I'm just going to do Pharos right now. We'll take care of that one another time. We're just going to go to Pharos. I'm going to scan the planets around. We'll survey them if possible, and that's where we'll be headed. Let's see. Got another Prothean data disk. Alright, let's go. Let's see, whom do I take? um, I kind of want a biotic. I kind of also want... we'll go with Tally and Rex. Sure. Thought about going Garrus Rex, but... I don't know. Tally doesn't go on very many missions, so... let's see, what weapons am my squad mates on? Very cool. Pretty sure they both have good stuff. Nope, Tally still has garbage. I'm glad I checked. Alright, so I'll give her combat optics. I'll give her... do I have a scram rail? I do. Extra damage. And, of course, my favorite for these. Oh, I don't have any high explosive rounds left. Pooh. Ooh, that's a bummer. I'm sure I'll find some during the course of this, so since we're going to be running into mostly Geth at the start, I'll just go with armor piercing. I mean, it'll do plenty of damage if she has a shotgun out. Oh, wait, no, sorry, this is a assault. Well, no, she'll just have an assault rifle the whole time for now. Yeah, that'll do. And for shotgun, I guess for this one, actually, I'd want combat optics, and for this one, I'd want the scram rail if I still have another one. I do have another one. It's not as good though. Tartar sauce. You know, I'm just not gonna install an ammo mod here. These are all kind of lame. Kind of lame. This would be another thing that was taking up inventory space, I guess. Oh, let's see, frictionless. We'll just stick with frictionless for now. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. Wow, she had really pathetic armor. I mean, Liara had better armor than that. Ooh, I have no Quarian armor. Ooh. Boy, Tali's gonna be weak. I don't even have a medical interface to give her. Wow, I really should have taken her on missions before. We'll just have to see about getting her some armor. Now, that being so, I'm gonna guess. No way, she's leveled up. I just didn't bother to do her equipment. Well, that's kind of stupid. Well, damn it. I confess myself disappointed. Well, whatever. I'm pretty confident we can still... Although, really, I can probably get it back aboard the Normandy. I could. I don't think the requisitions officer, I don't think he has any Quarian armor. I think it's all human stuff. I'd have to go to Morlan or Expat or somebody on the Citadel and try to pick some up. Gosh darn it. That's so dumb. Okay, well, we'll switch to Tali to the assault rifle and we'll just make do. Hey, guy. Well, that guy didn't last. I know, my shields. When I first played these games, I never really realized how much white fluid gushes out of those suckers. Okay, so I'm going to use throw on this one. It's great to use biotics against them because it can really immobilize them. Of course, the heavy-duty shotguns, at least Rex is packing, can also knock him around and take away his movement, which is what you want to do, of course. I don't know why he was just sitting there. Seems kind of foolish. Okay. It'd be pretty cool if he said, "No, I won't." Well, that's a reasonable fear, I guess. So, Davin Reynolds, Greta Reynolds, and this dame over... Oh, no, sorry, not that one. May O'Connell and Doyle here. Really Irish settlement. They all have little side missions they can give you, but you do not need to talk to them to get the side missions. We got a little room in here. Ooh. What be this? Found something suspicious. Several months' worth of human rations were delivered to an uncharted world in the Voyager class. The logs aren't clear, but it appears that they maybe have been dropped off somewhere in the Amazon system. You know, I actually never found this room while I was on Xbox. I don't know if it was actually open, but this is a particular part of the map that I didn't explore very well. So, I also didn't realize this is also the best way to get to the leader. Oh, another room here. Yep. They do. Oh. Nice. So even more XP. All the XP I can get. What level am I? I am level 55. Nice. I'll easily hit 60 before this playthrough's over. But yeah, this is the quickest way to get to Fight Dan. So, hello. Sup? And look at this gameplay. Look at that. I'm so good. You don't want to die, but you're crouching behind rubble. There we are. That appears... Well, no, not all of them. We gotta go kill the rest. Oh, Rex, you naive fool. Well, I guess there were more red around. Ah, well, I'll get them later. So those side missions I mentioned that those three would give you, you do not need to do them in order to beat this main mission, but I don't know, it makes you a better person for doing it, I guess. I don't know, I always do it. Extra XP, right? You see, I thought that was the problem. I saw the little yellow circles form around the dots on the map, which means no enemies around your save. But I guess the game is keeping track of which Geth I've killed, so I have time to go in here and deal with them. Also, these Geth are pretty unaware. You know, I just walked right up. You'd think that as machines that have super sensitive hearing could detect me. Oh well. We're just taking a little bit of damage here. Should, there we go. In case you're wondering, the melee attack in this game, you just walk up to people and hold down fire. There's no special melee button. It's all based on proximity. And the melee attacks in this game can be kind of strong. You know, to the point that I can knock over a much bigger foe like this Destroyer and just waste him. And a lot of foes will stay on the ground for a good while. It's kind of crazy. Unfortunately, I can't. Shepard can't climb over this 2-foot high little parapet here. That's just impossible. They give us a nice little insert here to show us that, hey, you defeated this particular Geth group. Yay, now you can go talk to him. Again, the game holds your hand a bit. Just, hey, remember, go back to talk to the NPC. Wink, wink. Yeah, well. It's okay in the end. So, of course, you can ask about these various problems. It's really silly that Shepard has to say anything. You should just be able to click that option, then go back to these options and ask about them. Because who talks like that, really? Yeah, I'll just roll up and talk to the Geth, see what's up. Okay. Let us be seen. So, excuse me. You can proceed one of two ways. You can go here, which goes to your car and the main plot, or you can go this way and do those little side missions I mentioned before. So, naturally, we're going to do that because I'm a completionist. There'll be some more Geth down here. At least there should be. Maybe another flight down. There we are. I don't know if you can save her or not. Maybe if I was really fast, but Shepard's a warrior, not an Olympic sprinter. Yep. There we are. So. Okay. So, first port of call. Nope, this isn't it. So we gotta turn on these water valves. Here's one. Okay. Water valve number 2. Hey, gamer, you're playing a game. Keep playing game to play game. No. Alright, now we have a little slightly more interesting foes. Snipers, of course. But we should also have some Krogan if I'm not much mistaken. I know we have some Krogan to deal with on this mission, but I think there's some here. I'm going to activate my main powers right now. Yep. These suckers can be a tad annoying just on the basis that, well, they can activate immunity, they can regen really fast. Just try to focus on the ones that don't have white health, the ones that have red. There we go, there's one, but he's going to get back up, unfortunately. Oh, wow. Shepard is now an Olympic sprinter. These guys will keep pursuing you for a long ways. Well, apparently not through the door, though. Ah. That's interesting. Their programming must be incomplete, so I've just discovered an exploit where I can shoot them here. That is disappointing. Okay. My sniper skills are very minimal. He's immune. I don't understand why Shepard has to rack a slide on this thing to get ready to fire again. Again, it doesn't fire bullets, but whatever. So. We found a way to cheese. I like cheese. Gotta say, the sniper rifle has a pretty cool sound though when he racks the slide. Or the bolt or whatever I should say. Not the slide. What am I even talking about? I like guns. Gosh darn it. Alright. Well, yeah, they're still around. But, again, use cheese tactics, bring my squaddies back to life. Hey, dude, how's it going? Rex! Come on, Rexy. You can do better than that. Okay. Excellent. I wanted this. I can give this to Tali and her shotgun. Nice. Should have a good number of other things, too. What else we got? I've already got one of these. I'm going to reduce to Omni Gel. The rest of this I'll keep. They're reasonably good upgrades. So Tali, now for your shotgun, I giveth to you explosive rounds. Alright, sweet. Also, for your assault rifle, I'm going to skip out on this gram rail. Give you frictionless materials instead. Just makes a little more sense. And over here, I'm going to give you the scram rail so that you can really pound with that shotgun. Alright. Technician's kit. I'll take both those, sure. There we go. I keep hitting R to reload. I'm so used to doing that in Mass Effect. Is that thing? It still had a health bar up. I was a little confused by that. Okay, so that's one of the side missions, the Geth in the tunnel. Taking out that transmitter, I guess, makes it impossible for the Geth to take over the tunnels again. I suppose what would actually make sense is that they can no longer communicate with the other Geth, and therefore this isn't exactly a tenable position to hold. I don't know. Whatever. Crack the nick a little bit. Alright, there'll be more Geth in this little hallway. They weren't disturbed by the fight we just had. So, it's fine. But yeah, you can really see how you can melt through the opposition if you just have the right powers, weapons, you know, if you're high enough level, basically. You just walk through everyone. Alright, oh, the last valve would have been over there, wouldn't it? Yeah. There we go. So now the colony has water, yay. Now we just need power and food. We'll hit up food on the way back, I guess. Or is it right here? Oh yeah, there's this guy, but no, that's not it. Okay. I always forget which one. Well, I don't know what you're gesturing at, buddy, but oh well. Okay, so let's see. We need food and power. That's right. And food and power, you acquire them at the same time, basically. So, I guess I might as well use Omni Gel on Tali. So, let's see which one's Omni. Wait. I don't just click on it. What's the Omni Gel button? Is it this? There we go. F. First aid. Doesn't heal her for much, but no well. Because I don't have an armor upgrade that will allow her to regen. So we just need to kill these suckers. Have fun, gang. There you go. So this will allow the locals to scavenge for meat, since the alpha variant is dead and it can't, I don't know, cause problems. This geth-infested colony wasn't big enough for the two of us. Yeah, there we go. And I take the power cells out of this destroyed vehicle, which I can, well, which will give power. I think, do I actually have to deliver that to Connell or whoever it is? Or is it Connell the water one? I forget. It's okay. We'll head back towards the surface now. Actually, I'm going to go and talk to each of them. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot more enemies. Kind of a key detail. I should have left that shield up, because I could have shot the Geth in the head and shoulders. And his shots would have been blocked since he's firing from the hip, and it's just a different angle. Ah well, next time I'll use the proper tactics. Yeah. Okay, that went well. Yay! Pharos. I would say that. Well, I mean, at this point, none of the plot worlds are particularly difficult. In fact, nothing in this game is all that difficult as far as fighting goes. But Pharos is reasonably straightforward. It's a little more convoluted and a little longer than Therum, but it's nothing that you can't handle with a little bit of diligence and preparedness. You'll be fine. Whew. Making pretty solid progress on this too. So I'm just going to go back and talk to each of the side quest colonists, then I'll come back here and get in there. Actually, I'll talk to Fidan, see if he has anything to say about that crazy fella. See what's up. Hey, Fidan. Damn right. Yeah, I can't talk to him. Those Paragon points, rack 'em up. Does this guy say anything else? Huh. This was spectacular. Let's see, can I toggle a helmet on, oh. Oh, medical exoskeleton, great. It's just, unfortunately, Tali doesn't have any kind of decent armor that can take multiple mods, so I need to get her some Quarian armor back on the Citadel when this is done. I can give her a better little tool, though, than this blue wire job. Tech cooldown bonus, shield bonus. I mean, shield bonus is pretty good. Ooh, what else we got here? Throw in a scram rail, I guess. And when I get the chance, I'll give her high explosive ammo. She doesn't need to worry about using a pistol. So, yeah. But Rex toggle helmet. Okay, that looks kind of dope. Why not? Tali, of course, is already wearing a helmet, so she can't wear a helmet on top of her helmet. That would be stupid. Still kind of funny though. But oh well. Yep. Yep. So I need to talk to each of them. There we go, XP. Oh, so now we need to go to the Prothean Skyway. It's time to begin the main branch part of the mission. Go to Exogeny, discover some stuff, and proceed from there. There we go. You know, I don't mind that the buttons, the elevator panels, are the same here as they are in the Citadel because, you know, they're supposed to have been made by the Protheans, although we later find out that's not the case, but whatever. It is silly, though, that it's the same buttons that are used on all the, you know, identical outposts that we find throughout the galaxy. I don't know, they couldn't design a different kind of control panel button thing. I don't know. You guys have anything worth saying? I don't think so. Okay. The glorious, glorious Mako. Okay. So in this particular section, I try to conserve the Mako's health because there's not really a place where you can sequester yourself very conveniently. Whoop. Oh, did you see that dodge? That was, okay, that was stupid. That was stupid. Okay. I follow up next level dodging with something really retarded. Oh well. Alright, so we get out and fight. But anyways, yeah, try to conserve the Mako's health. Because there's a fair number of enemy tank type units that can really mow you down. And you don't want to die inside your vehicle, obviously. So. Whoa. Wow, we are taking quite a lot of damage. It's impressive, really, what kind of damage we're taking. Oh. Why are my quick slots invisible again? This I do not know. Heal him up a little bit. Need to be doing more damage. This armature shouldn't be too bad though. Should have it. Armature down. Get rid of the shock trooper. There we go. Take out the other armature. Alright, cool. Ooh. Get away from my car. Alright, so Mako's health is okay. Boop, boost over a little bit there. Whoop, dip, dip, dip. That, whoa. Okay, let's just drive around it. There we go. Yeah, don't drive off this. Doesn't go well. I'm actually kind of curious if, driving off, I wonder if the characters would say anything funny as we're falling. That'd be a nice touch. I don't know if they would put that in. The joys of being a parent. Come on, what am I stuck on? What am I stuck on? I can't walk past this. There's an invisible wall here. Okay, that was so dumb. Whatever. Yeah. Armor for Krogan. Nice upgrades. Again, there's an invisible wall here. Why? This makes no sense. But does the invisible wall apply to the Mako? No, it doesn't. Oh, wait, yes, it does. What? 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 Okay. 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 Alright, we're good. Stupid things. Geth aren't going anywhere, Rex. Come on. Should probably put our guns away as we walk towards these people. Hello. Farther! Oh! Yet you have no information to back this up. Sure. I actually have to agree with this guy to a slight extent because that skyway was pretty wide open to airdrops and shit like that. So, and it's a pretty defensible position if you could avoid getting gassed or I don't know if the guy can't throw grenades. I guess. Oh well. And okay, reality speaking, you'd get screwed. Yeah, I just can't drive this thing anymore. It is beyond me. Oh my gosh. I really like steering this thing on the Xbox more. I just feel I have better control over it with analog. But still, I'm driving like a moron. This is not okay. Leroy Jenkins. Forget about... Oh. Why can't I... Okay. It'd be hilarious if Rex fell off there. Sort of. Okay, I want to get out from behind the Mako so they don't damage anymore. Oh, wow. Whoops. Ooh. Oh, my squad mates just stood behind the Mako and got shot like crazy. Ah, you idiots. Well, phooey. I'm kind of disappointed, but I should be able to safely get in there and repair her. Yeah. It's pretty disappointing. You are idiots. I'm going to save right here just in case a stray shot kills me while I'm in it. Alright, so I'm trying to remember what is the button to... There we go. Same as Omnigel, so that makes sense. Glad we can make extensive repairs to this thing while inside the Mako. That's pretty impressive. Also give a chance for the shields to come back, I guess. Okay, one more repair job and then some shield recouping. We'll do it. Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, fill up my water. I'll be back in about 2 minutes, and my shield should be maybe halfway there by then. Okay. So as I said, shield's about halfway there, not quite. That's just how ridiculous those shields are. I was hoping that thing would get run over, but... poor person. Um... Oh... Kind of sad that it doesn't do more damage to things that you run over. Mako's gonna get crushed once we get out from behind her. And once again, the Mako is not doing so hot. Oh, It shouldn't take me too much more than an hour, if that, to finish up this mission. Say I'm a little over halfway through it, maybe. Well, depends on how. I shouldn't speak too soon, but there's not a whole lot to do once you get to Exogeny. I should be able to handle it pretty well. Alright, this is where I have to leave my dear vehicle behind. Turn her around for when we go back. Really? Oop. I keep pressing shift for my little power menu. There we go. Right. So, let's see. Decryption. Sweet. Sure. Yeah, I don't quite understand the purpose of this, so whatever. Hey Rex, you doing okay? Alrighty. No, extra XP, so I'll take it. No regrets. Alright, so am I forgetting something? Must be right. Unless. Oh. Yeah, because we're incapable of doing frickin' pull-ups. I mean, just look at this insurmountable height here. I mean, there's no way. We could build a, well, not a human pyramid, but a bipedal pyramid out of here. But no. Oh well. Yeah, because we totally didn't see her there. Right. It's amazing what an elbow to the jaw will do, plus some interesting shotguns. Boosh. Well, that's about that. Tally, thank you. Hey, Krogan commander guy. Get destroyed, I guess. Okay. 948 well-deserved XP right there. Alright, now I just need to drop the field, meet up with Lisbeth, grab that data on the way out, and yeah, head back. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what this is exactly. You can approach this thing, but it doesn't do anything. Alright, that was a bit delayed. Should be some Krogan up ahead. Or, oh, yeah, whatever. Yay, level 56. Boom. Get elbowed in the face. Or something, I don't know. Where to go next? See, I try to figure out where the plot does not advance so that I don't go there first. But I had a feeling that... Oh, hey, these are the Krogan I was talking about. Watch out, they say. A little late, bub. I guess I could sabotage his weapons. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wow, that Krogan is freaking out. Alright, cool. A little bit of screen distortion there. Why, he's Krogan. Getting stuck in the wall. It'll just never get old watching them get blasted all over the place. There's just something eternally funny about that to me. Ah, here's the data. Nice. Average decryption. There'll be something good in here. Okay, nothing special. Yo, Omni-gel this later. Alright, cool. Yeah, that's right. Can't go down. Gotta go up. Average decryption. Alright. We'll turn here. You know, I just remembered the NFL draft is going on. I should probably check in on what my team's doing after this. Oh, phooey. I can still get nothing here. Ah, I screwed it up. It's okay, override. Last samples were due to arrive 3 days ago, but we haven't heard anything from the colony or the cargo vessel. We suspect the samples became volatile and recommend cutting off all further contact with the Notocrox colony. Even if the colony is discovered, no one should be able to trace the events there back to us. What a well-prepared organization. Okay, go up the stairs. Finish a few more geth, then we'll deactivate the shield. A very novel method. This music's pretty cool. Fight. Yes, thank you, Rex. Ooh. Ooh. Ah! Geth are preparing for a major offensive in Citadel space. If this information is accurate, they're amassing a significant force somewhere in the Armstrong Nebula. Cool. So that'll trigger the Geth incursions side missions, which pretty good XP hauls. I don't trust this Cerberus group. They may pay us well, but if this gets out before we've developed an antidote, it's just not smart. They won't tell us what they want the samples for or why they wanted them developed and delivered to the Metano system. It's convenient they all mention the location. My record showed nothing of interest out there. Yeah. So. Alright, I think I've searched all the consoles that might be interesting. Well, let's just double check. Yeah. No stone unturned. Secure crate. Not so secure now! Or soon. Oop. There we go. Ooh, biotic camp. Sweet. Alright, cool. Why am I all of a sudden getting credits? How did I lose money? Oh jeez. Okay, I don't need that one. And I don't need that one. I've got enough kinetic. Okay, I don't need that either. I will never in my whole entire life need snowblind rounds. Nor sledgehammer rounds for that matter. We'll have to snowblind rounds, get rid of those. Yeah. Alright, there we go. I can take off now. Okay. Alright, so this thing. So it needs to be in between 31 and 34. So I assume it starts at 0, so it'd be 12. That'd be 29. Nope, that's not what I want. If I activate this one is 16. Yep. That's pretty cool. Sometimes you have to remind your squad to follow you. Let's see, now where's the exit? Here we are. So we'll just backtrack our way out of here. Yeah, okay, what? Wait, never mind. I was reminded of someplace else. Alright, now I just have to deal with this Thorian and we are good to go. Look at us, best players. So this is where the energy field was before. It is now down. We can go here. go through here? No. So as I said, pretty straightforward, that part of the mission, and every part of the mission, really. Oh wow, Rex. Rex got crushed. That was crazy. Tally's not doing so hot. Tally's still up, barely. And now she's not. Okay. We gotta give them some gel, get them back up. So they can fight again. You take those shields off. Rex, throw. There we are. Okay. Well. Alright, Elizabeth, what's your tactical evaluation here? What should we do? You're right. I'll send those two in first. Rex, don't. Okay, I'm gonna suck. Alright, you two go in first. Assess the situation. They won't notice you. You're sneaky, okay? Alright, Elizabeth. How are we gonna do this? Well, I think that... Okay, I can't do girl voices, so I'm not gonna bother. I wish I hadn't said that. That sounds like a pussy response. This is actually a good thing where the game holds your hand. It tells you to equip it, because there are players playing for the first time who won't realize, oh, I need to equip that. Well, yeah. That's interesting. Crossfire rifle. That's still not as good. Grenades! Yeah, anti-thorium gas. Boom. Alright. Damn straight. What? Alright, cool. Yep. Alright, time for the last part of this mission. Oh hey, viewer, yay. Welcome to the stream. Whoop. I didn't know you could move that around. That's cool. Can you destroy it? This little tube might not be, maybe not be able to damage it. Oh, you can! That's pretty cool. I learn something new every time I play another playthrough. This is my 6th, and I'm still finding things out about this game, so that's cool. Alright, got some Geth ahead. We'll take care of them, and then we'll start trying to gas colonists. Which sounds pretty bad out of context. Alright. Boop. Get you knocked down first, and get out the vehicle. Accuracy, immunity. Let's see. Alright, this is going much better than the last fight. Nice, nice. This is immunity just in case. Alright, nice. Can't walk over that. That 6-inch tall little curb there is enough to prevent the great Commander Shepard from passing. This actually could be a bit of a problem if I can't get back to the Mako. Huh. Again, you learn something new every time you play this game. I can get over from the other side, but I might be stuck here. And I don't know if this game has no clip. And I don't know if I can cheese my way out. Wow, that's garbage. Are you kidding me? Okay, I managed to edge it. There was a little irregularity where the two little blocks didn't match up, and I was able to climb over that, kind of like a step, so that could have been very irritating. I'm making what up? Oh, it's you. Okay. What am I making up, Timmy? Also, that's the wrong your. Oh, we got 3 viewers now. Isn't that sweet? I mean, should I have read that in the Sarge voice? You're making that up. Oh. I got a tad hopeful there, but no. Tell me, Timmy, I haven't checked it. How's the draft going? Hey. So, did we trade back again at the start of the 2nd round, or did we actually pick someone?
We traded back at the start of the 2nd round.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We traded back 1 pick.
Okay, what did we do with it?
We swapped our 2nd pick for the 3rd that's a trip because I'm hearing. I got you. I was hearing this stream through it.
Right.
Yeah, so we went with Malik McDowell, the defensive tackle. Yeah, he apparently has character issues.
I just
But
I just don't get it.
yeah, like listening, I don't really know much about him, so I can't say one way or the other. The commentators and the analysts and stuff were saying like the guy when he's on point, he's first round talent, like top 10 pick talent.
Sure.
He's got drive issues where he doesn't stay motivated, and that's what they're worried about. So, and they even said like if any of the locker rooms are gonna get a guy motivated in Seattle, there's so much self competition and go-ness, from like that comes out of our locker room.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, go ahead. I just almost died for the first time this playthrough.
But yeah, so that was so they said like if we can make him work, then he's an absolute draft steal. But if we can't, then it's a boomer bust play, and that's it's usually how those guys work.
Why can't we just draft offensive linemen? I just don't understand.
So end of the second, we did draft an offensive lineman.
Okay.
I don't remember his name.
All right.
He's a center from LSU.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we missed out on Lamp. We missed out on Robinson, right?
Robinson was the pick that Jacksonville took when they traded for our pick.
Yep. Which is fine. I would have still been happy with Lamp,
Yes, Lamp went like 4 picks later to the Chargers, if I remember right, or however many picks later.
Well, and
7 picks, like 10.
the thing about it is too that out of all of our needs, we need offensive line help, and followed by that, I'd say cornerback help, right? Defensive back help.
Yeah.
Why can't I go through this? Do I have to bring the Mako in? I think I might have to. So why defensive line? We've got 3 really good defensive ends. They can play inside too sometimes. Jaron Reed, I forget who our other tackles are. I mean, we've got pretty good defensive line folks, Why can't we just draft where we need help? It just ticks me off because I feel as if they do this every year.
Yeah, it was different. So we did draft a corner and 2 safeties, I think.
I mean, the buzz was Kevin King.
Yeah, he went to Green Bay, first pick of round 2.
Nice. Well, I mean, we have tons of picks, so I'm sure we'll get some good players, but it's just please shore it up front.
4 third-rounders, and
Yeah.
they all were at the end of the round. But
So,
whatever.
so what all did we draft?
That's what I'm trying to pull up. Let's see. Why is it giving me cardinal shit? That's right. There's a first one.
Sounds like a cardinal sin.
Yeah, alright, so we drafted Malik McDowell, defensive tackle from Michigan State. Then we drafted Ethan Posick, I guess, P-O-C-I-C. LSU, he's a center. Third round, we grabbed Shaquille Griffin. His coach calls him DB, Central Florida. I believe they specify he's a corner. I don't think he's a, whatever, it's a DB, so.
Sure.
Defensive back. Then we grabbed Delano Hill, or Delino Hill, I don't know, D-E-L-A-N-O, Hill.
Yeah.
Strong safety from Michigan. Both guys similar build, 6 foot. Actually, that's not true. One's built like Cam. One's the DB 6 foot, 194. The safety is 6'1", 216.
Yeah.
But they said he can fly, so that's good. Then we went with another defensive tackle, Nazir Jones.
Hey, wait, have we picked any offensive linemen yet?
Just the center.
Okay, just the center.
Yeah, and then with the last pick that we had in the third round, which was like second and last pick, I think, of the round, we went with Amara Darbo, a wide receiver.
Can we get some decent names at least?
Yeah, that's what they got. So we've got we have no 5th round picks this year.
I thought we got one in those trades.
I thought we did too.
Uh,
But yeah, says
Maybe it was a 5th rounder next year.
we swapped. Oh, maybe it was next year. I was gonna say I know we swapped 5th rounders with Oakland, but that's next year. We've swapped our 5th for their 6th, I think, or their 5th for our 6th. So we'll have 2 5th rounders next year, assuming we don't try to trade about with them. But yeah, so we only have 1 4th round pick, 2 6ths, and 2 7ths.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what we got. So I'm guessing we're gonna spend some of the later picks on speculating on O-line. We got 5 picks left. It's not like we got a ton of space to do stuff, and I wouldn't mind if all of them were O-linemen.
Yeah, I would have been fine if all the ones before were offensive linemen.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have to make a balance of best available to team needs. But I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
Like the Malik McDowell. I mean, like I said, I don't know his tape. I don't know anything.
I mean, maybe he becomes an All-Pro, and that's great. But you know what?
We need the line help.
Yeah, I mean, we've already got Pro Bowl at least. Maybe not All-Pro, but Pro Bowl at least. Defensive lineman. We're good.
Yeah, I was gonna say the little pick analysis that they give for the second rounders. They don't do it really for the third. Oh, they have for 1 and the third. But for Malik McDowell, this kid is gifted genetically. He played both inside and outside. He runs hot. He runs cold. I've had an awful lot of coaches say if he can unlock the potential in this kid, they could have something really special.
Sure.
Pete Carroll has always done a great job of taking these guys and getting the best out of them. That was Mayock said it. Then for the center we picked, the center pick, pick up the center.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great pick for them. They've not been the same since they lost Max Unger. He's smart. He gets up to second level, which they need in that center position.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to fortify them from the inside, something they've needed since they lost Max Unger, which is true. I love Jimmy Graham. I've got a Jimmy Graham jersey. If it broke my heart when we traded Max Unger because I have 2 Max Unger jerseys.
It didn't break my heart because he'd been hurt a lot, but but at the time it was just he's a lineman who's been good for us, and I just don't trade interior linemen for tight ends. I don't care if that tight end is, unless that tight end is John Mackey or somebody like that,
Gronk, Jimmy Graham.
Maybe. Well, Graham when he's hot, but even Graham when he's hot, he didn't block in New Orleans. Although he's gotten a little bit better about that with us, and he had a decent year last year. Don't get me wrong.
No, I was gonna say, and you don't bring Jimmy Graham in to block. I know that's part of a tight end's job, but it's not. That's not Jimmy Graham's job. Jimmy Graham's job is to go 12 to 15 yards forward, cut one direction or the other, box out the defensive player that's trying to scrambling to attempt to guard him, and basically shove that guy on the ground as close as you can get to without PI and go up and get that football. Like that's his job. His job is that's it.
Yeah, but I don't like whether he's on the field or not, giving defenses an edge knowing what we're going to do.
No, I understand,
No.
but that's one of those things. Like that's fine. Just run the ball the other side.
Maybe.
And obviously he can block, and it's one of those things. Like yes, he's not maybe not be the best at it, but I mean, let's be real. The dude's 6'7" and like 280 pounds.
No. Look, I'll settle for adequacy as far as blocking goes, but he was an absolute pansy when he got to us, and he's slowly improving, so that's good. But yeah, I mean Unger, and he's been pretty solid in New Orleans from what I've heard.
Yeah, he's been fine.
Might have even made a Pro Bowl, but I could be wrong.
I was gonna say he was a 2-time Pro Bowler for us, I believe.
I think
2 or
so.
3. Yeah, I know he was a Pro Bowler and All Pro the year we won the Super Bowl.
All Pro, really?
Yeah. Yeah. We had like 5 of them. Russ.
I don't think Russell was an All Pro that year.
I think he was. I'll double check. I'm pretty
No,
sure.
that was the year where Peyton and Brady and all those folks were having big years, and Russell had a great year, but statistically in terms of volume, it wasn't that much. I mean, he was a Pro Bowler though. I'm pretty sure.
websites that have the auto run ads. They drive me absolutely insane.
I don't like them either.
Is it 2013, 2014?
2013.
Yeah, that makes more sense for what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
God. Okay, yeah, you're right. No, Russ is not on that list. I thought he was like second team honors, but I guess not.
No.
Alright. Graham. Josh Gordon, Joe Thomas, Peterson, and Lacey.
Boy, do you remember when when Josh Gordon was a player?
The one single year he had that was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. What a waste of talent. When you think about what he could have been,
Yeah, seriously. Well, he's reinstated this year.
I don't think it'll matter.
I don't either. Maybe it's the following year that I'm thinking of,
Maybe.
where it was like Earl Thomas. We had like 5 fucking all pro guys.
Yeah. Wagner, Sherman, maybe.
Yeah, I thought it was Earl, Sherman, Bobby Wagner might have been it. I don't know. I don't remember. God, I swear we had like 5.
Well, Lynch.
I don't think Lynch was. I don't think he's ever first team all pro.
Oh, first team? Oh.
Maybe I'm just thinking.
I don't know. He might have been a first team All-Pro. He led the NFL in touchdowns one year. It was, I don't know, second in scrimmage yards or something. It's not unreasonable.
Yeah, I must just be thinking Pro Bowl.
Maybe.
Because I'm looking at the centers here, and it's Pouncey and Davis. Yeah. So, Thomas, Sherman, Bobby Wagner. They're all 2014. Marshall was second team all pro.
Yeah.
Tony Romo, second team all pro. That was the year Rodgers won the MVP, I think, right?
Rodgers won the MVP in 2011. That was the year Green Bay was 15-1, and they got punked by the Giants in the playoffs.
Didn't he win it in 2014 as well?
I don't recall. It's possible.
I'm looking it up. I'm pretty sure he did. And that was the year everybody was pissed because it should have been J.J. Watt.
Well, yeah, it should have been J.J. Watt. It could have also been Brady that year.
Yeah. I mean, Brady was damn near eligible for it all the fucking time.
Well, you know, they have a great system in New England.
That's exactly J.J. Watt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Oh wow!
Aaron Rodgers did win it in 2014.
All right, there you go.
But yeah, that was the year that J.J. Watt, he led the league in sacks.
He had
tackles for loss.
he had 20 and a half sacks.
Yeah.
He had
And
he scored
defensive.
5 total touchdowns and a safety. He scored 32 points by himself. I mean, if you consider the tackles for loss and the sacks, the number of drives that he killed, and if you consider on average how many points a team scores, per possession, you could easily, I think, make the case that he was the most impactful player in the league that year. It's just how many points he prevented by himself, and that doesn't even take into account how many double and triple teams did he absorb, and allow his teammates to get sacks. How many of the sacks on the Texans were due to him absorbing other people? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's insane. He was obviously the most valuable player in my mind. Oh my gosh! I'll tap. No. Sorry, I clicked outside the window. Very critical moment. But it's okay. But yeah, in my mind, he was the MVP. Hands
Yeah, no,
down.
mine too. That felt like a snub. Like I get it. Other times, like quarterbacks are. I mean, they're obviously super important.
Sure.
I don't argue that, but when you say most valuable player in the league, it's the guy who's making the biggest impact on the field and whose team like the Texans lose 4 more games without him on the field. 5 more games, 10. I mean, like it's just he's such an impactful player. It's really
Yeah.
Oh, to look back. Who did we grab that year in our first round?
I don't know.
2011, right?
2011? Jeez.
Isn't that what you was drafted?
Oh, Watt? Oh, yeah. What was the year we got Sherman in the 5th?
Maybe 2011 as well.
Well, no, yeah, no, that was the same year, 2011. Who did we get in the first round that year? Huh. I'm blanking. It could have been a year where we traded out. Yeah, it's not coming to me. Because Bruce Irvin was 2013, I think.
Yeah, I could be.
I'm pretty sure. No, wait, Bruce Irvin was 2012 because he had that crazy game against Green Bay where he got 4 sacks in the first half.
All right. James Carpenter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, the miserable memories.
He had the 24th pick, though, so it's not like we were close.
Wow. Yeah, I wonder what Miller will do this year.
Christian Ponder. Blake Gabbert.
Yeah.
Phil Taylor.
Yeah, that wasn't a particularly great class. Yeah. It had some superstars and a lot of flops. Why is Rex on pistol right now? No wonder we're getting raped by these bastards. Get thrown.
John Moffett was our 3rd round pick.
Little John Moffat sat on a toffet, eating his curds and whey. I don't know. Wasn't he?
AJ Wright.
Wasn't he all? Yeah, no, we get late round picks. They're great, but wasn't Moffat also kind of an asshole?
I don't know.
Eh. I remember Paul McQuiston at least tried to play hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember him getting abused by J.J. Watt when he had to play left tackle for us. Poor bastard. But, yeah, he did some good work.
Byron Maxwell. He was our 6th rounder.
We got some good stuff out of him.
Yeah.
He actually had a really good year with Miami, too.
He was terrible for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's true. He had a bounce back.
They paid him an ass load of money.
They paid him a good amount. Well, we spent too much money on Kerry Williams. I don't know. At least Kerry Williams scored a touchdown for us.
Kerry Williams.
Yeah, the Eagles cornerback.
Oh yeah.
We signed him. Yeah.
Lazarus Livingston.
He got resurrected, huh?
I don't think that he even made the team.
Well, that can happen.
Malcolm Smith was a 7th-rounder, like compensatory pick.
There you go.
That's funny. We turned him into a Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah, I thought Averill was probably a little more deserving than Malcolm, but whatever. It's hard to pinpoint an exact player for that one.
Yeah, was gonna say Cam had a big impact on that game.
Yeah.
That game gets me amped just watching it.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy we won. Don't get me wrong, but I just remember watching it with 3 friends at college, and it was just, damn it, I was hoping for a good game.
Yeah, no, I was super excited about it.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, cool. I don't want a good game. I want to blow out. Yeah.
I mean, I had nothing against the Broncos in particular, and I like Peyton Manning, so whatever. But yeah, no, I'm glad we won more than anything else.
Yep. Pretty stoked.
Right.
So we had viewers last night. We had 3 of them or 4 of them at one point in time.
Any of them talk?
Yes.
Nice, nice.
No, I missed it by about a half an hour.
Oh.
And on top of that, they basically just said racist shit.
Aw.
Yeah, like the guy's like, hello? Hello? What power? If it ain't white, it ain't right. Like, that's,
I mean, I don't know. Well, that's Blizzard for you.
what's up? Listen, I mean, I guess
Yes, it is Blizzard, Timmy, because blizzards involve snow, and snow is white, and therefore it's a white supremacist movement.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
It does. Almost too much sense.
You know, we should probably change the subject. You can barely hear me on the stream.
Yeah?
And, yeah, so it just sounds like you're talking to yourself. About stuff.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe. I don't know why you'd be so faint.
Well, no, just as far as, just context and whatever
Oh.
goes. Dude, watching you try and kill these fucking zombie things.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, like, this game is ridiculous. Like, it takes 900 years to kill a fucking zombie.
Yeah, but it takes no skill whatsoever.
Yeah, but it still takes 900 years.
Yeah, it can.
Like, Moses made his way through the desert in between the time it took you to kill that guy and start shooting at that guy and kill him.
Why am I doing such little damage to this thing? Oh, wow. I got insta-stunned. I'm back up. Power wheel. Get crushed. Wench. There we go.
Pow wheels.
Although, I could probably increase my zombie killing efficiency by going to my equipment, going to my assault rifle, and changing the armor piercing rounds for anti-personnel rounds, so do 25% extra damage to organic targets.
That's
So,
a good start.
now it'll only take 75% of the time it took Moses to get through the desert.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Moses never even got to the promised land, so there you go. I actually killed the zombies. That makes me better than Moses, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, he got there. He just didn't get to go in.
I would argue that if you don't get to go in, you don't get there.
Yeah, alright. I mean, yeah. He could have gone in. God just told him don't.
I guess.
Listen. I probably would have been pretty pissed. Like, just like, seriously, homie? Like, God, I love you, but you just drug my ass through here and punished everybody for like 40 years, making us wander through the damn desert. And now you're sitting there like, oh yeah, sorry man. I don't feel like it, so you don't get to come in.
Is that what God said?
I mean, that's essentially what he said.
Hmm.
All these trials and tribulations, and you doubted me once, so give in.
You looked upon me once. Yeah, and I remember seeing this little... Because Grandma used to get all sorts of little haha emails, and one of them was a little cartoon of Moses standing up on the mountain. And he's talking to the little cloud that has an opening in it. And he's holding the tablets. And he's saying, okay, let me get this straight. The Arabs get the oil, and we have to cut off the end of our what?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Classic.
Yeah.
didn't actually expect to see you still up.
I was really tired earlier when I started streaming Mass Effect, so I said, okay, I'm gonna stop, take a break, and come back in an hour or so. So I did.
Just got a little bit of second wind going.
Yeah, I just came home really tired. I don't know what the deal was. Long week.
So you know, I was thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Did the rule of two really ever, like, was it really ever enforced at all?
Enforced by whom?
By, like, the Sith. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm talking about in the rule of two?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean...
Started with Darth Bane.
Well, I believe it restarted with Darth Bane.
Restarted?
Yeah, I believe it was something that was enacted long before, and then it got eliminated, and then when the Brotherhood of the Sith...
well, Bane kills them all, and then, you know, has his own apprentice.
Yeah, and then restarts the rule of two,
Okay.
But, you know, at that point, I don't know, there were, you know, like, even with Darth Bane. So Darth Bane had his apprentice, Zara, I think was her name. And then he went out and found another one who was originally called the Huntress, and then when she actually became a Sith, went as Darth Cognis. But even and Zara went out and tried to find...
By the way, that is a retarded name.
Cognis.
Darth Cognis.
She could slightly see into the future, so...
I don't care. That's a stupid name.
Whatever.
But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, blame whoever wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and or Xana. It was Xana, not Zara. Yeah, Darth Xana. And Xana went out and she found herself somebody who was like, and like, granted, Cognis and this gray Jedi, his name I can't remember. He was a Jedi and he left the Jedi Order and he just used his Jedi powers to steal and become very, very rich and live a very luxury lifestyle.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but you know, she had him kind of on the hook to be her apprentice. You know, and then you go to, like, you know, fast forward to Palpatine,
Yeah.
who had Darth Maul.
Yeah.
But at the same time, also had Darth Tyrannus or Count Dooku.
No, I think Dooku was in the gap between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
Dooku had
Grief.
Assange.
Assange? WikiLeaks?
No, Asajj Ventress.
Oh. I don't really know her story very well.
Okay, yeah, she's like a bald, creepy witch lady.
Alright.
And Ventress...
I would also, by the way, argue that Darth Tyrannus isn't a proper Sith. I don't know that he fully embraced the dark arts. And he also, you remember, there's that scene in Attack of the Clones where he tries to warn Obi-Wan. He tries to tell him. And he makes an offer, you know, together we can stop him. And there's no real reason for him to give Obi-Wan this information to tell him that the Senate is under control of Darth Tyrannus. Or Darth Sidious, Darth Sidious. I mean, that really doesn't make any sense. I don't think he's acting on his master's wishes. And it's also, I think, why... Well, I mean, it's part of the reason why Palpatine has him killed in the next movie, but also to make room for Anakin. But, yeah, I also wouldn't argue that he's a proper Sith.
Okay, well, I was going to say, I mean, he does take up the Darth title.
It's true, that's true. But maybe you could also make distinguish between a true Sith apprentice and maybe acolytes or, you know, servants or whatnot. I mean, Grievous, for instance, Grievous learned things from Dooku, but he's not a Sith.
But I was going to say, and I wouldn't put him in the argument.
Oh my gosh, Shepard's head!
Because he's not, that's just it, he's not a Sith.
Shepard just rotated his head about 150 degrees.
Nice.
That was great.
Are you watching? Oh, never mind.
Watching what?
Nothing. I thought I heard the stream echo back through
Oh.
your end of the mic, but it's not.
I've got the stream open and I can see the viewer count, but I've got it muted.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were talking Sith and Rule of Two. I mean, they are cheating dirty bastards, so you can't expect them to obey their own rules.
Yeah, and that's kind of where my point was going to head with that is that
Well, look at Vader and the expanding universe. All the apprentices he tried to have.
yeah, I was going to say he had Star Killer,
Yeah.
and
Which his story apparently is pretty interesting.
yeah, isn't that who the Force Unleashed games are about?
I think so. I think there might have been 2 different apprentices, or maybe it's the same guy. I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, it's very fascinating stuff, and apparently it's how the Resistance really gets formed, which is cool. Or sorry, the Rebellion. Gosh, The Force Awakens has fucked me up. Anyway, but yeah, the Rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
whoops. But yeah, just I don't know. It was something I was thinking about the other day where it's like,
Yeah.
the rule of 2 is never really a rule of 2. It's more like
A guideline of 2.
yeah, the idea.
The code is more like guidelines, you know.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of magical places, Harry Potter. Going back to that, Voldemort's number 2. We were discussing this briefly, and then we got distracted by killing people with a Kritzkrieg. Dolohov was very, very powerful, also, right?
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, you're saying Voldemort's number
Right.
2 Death Eater.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
the second most powerful?
Yeah. Who's the second in command? I mean, I would argue Snape probably is, but I don't know if Voldemort necessarily considers him so because he's used as a spy so much.
So I think as far as actual power, Snape would be.
Yeah.
I think as far as like pecking order,
Uh huh.
it's Bellatrix until the end.
Mhm.
At the end, Snape was very clearly his number 2. Bellatrix was on the outs because
Yeah.
of attachment to the Malfoys and losing Harry a couple of times. Blah,
Yeah.
Blah, blah. But yeah, I'm trying to think of who else was like I mean I don't know how particularly powerful like Malfoy was, or like Greyback's a scary character, but he's not
Magically, all that intimidating.
yeah.
Right.
So there's on Screen Rant they did a countdown top 20
Top 20 what?
most powerful wizards in the Harry Potter
Oh, I was
universe.
gonna say Death Eaters. That's not enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry Potter begins the list at number 20, who's the bottom of the barrel.
Well, okay. Well, who are the others?
Yeah, followed by number 19, Hermione Granger.
Okay.
Number 18, Remus Lupin. Number 17, Sirius Black. Number 16, double. Okay, so this list is just garbage.
Fred and George.
No, it's James and Lily.
What?
Yeah.
They didn't have their wands on them to defend themselves at the end.
Yeah. Well, but they were particularly powerful as children. And that's why they were
I know.
sought after, but yeah. Number 15, Horace Slughorn.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
So hold on. Let's think about. I want to think about who's going to be at the top. So Dumbledore, Voldemort, McGonagall, Shacklebolt, Moody, probably Lestrange. I would imagine. Let's see who else would be. Snape.
You're forgetting one that, and I'm gonna.
Wait, are we talking about characters that actually appear in the books or ones that are mentioned? Because if so, Grindelwald.
And that's who I just.
Okay, so Grindelwald too.
You've pretty much rounded it out there.
Well, no, I've only named 8 though.
Yeah, but I mean, Flitwick.
Okay,
I mean, according to the books, he's a dueling champion. He's the charms master.
I guess.
You know,
Better than Gilderoy Lockhart, I guess.
yeah.
Which, by the way, I'd like to point out, I never thought Lupin was particularly strong.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really come about it, and that's why he's number 18.
Yeah.
He was just a trained wizard. But yeah, number 15, they've got Horace Slughorn.
Yep.
Number 14, that's where Dolohov comes in. Anthony Dolohov. Number 13, apparently Amelia Bones.
Okay, she's pretty well regarded in the lore.
Number 12, Rufus Scrimjaw. I guess he'd have to be the head of the Auror office, but yeah, number 11.
His only other claim to fame is that he put up a fight against Voldemort, apparently.
Yeah. Number 11, characters of absolute obscurity and irrelevance, Frank and Alice Longbottom.
We know almost nothing about them.
Yeah. Then we got Phileas Flitwick from the first and second Harry Potter movies where he's the short dude with the fuzzy hair and beard.
Right.
Davis Part 1. Number 9, Shacklebolt. Number 8, Barty Crouch Jr. That seems like a stretch to me.
You know, I've actually, and that's another thing I want to talk about. How good was Barty Crouch? Because he pulls off one of the most impressive feats in all the.
Imperius.
Well, no, not just that, but fooling Dumbledore for almost a whole year.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So, okay, you're saying Barty Crouch Jr. I thought you were saying.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it Barty Crouch Senior?
Well, Barty Crouch Jr. is the one who fools Dumbledore.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm saying who's on the list.
It's Junior, yes.
Okay.
So yes, the Alastair Moody imposter.
Right.
Yes, fooling him. That's devastatingly impressive. Once you have something in your power, though, you can convince them to tell you secrets and blah 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 blah. So and
Sure.
with Polyjuice Potion, it makes it slightly easier. No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say his dad also, being, at one point considered a shoo-in for the Minister of Magic.
Mm-hmm.
An incredible auror, and then he himself shucked off Voldemort's own Imperious Curse.
Yeah.
That seems pretty impressive to me.
It is.
Of course. Number 7, Bellatrix Lestrange. I don't feel like that's a surprise.
I feel like she's too high.
You think she should be lower?
A little bit, yeah.
So, and here's what my counter argument will be.
Yeah.
Every single time, just about, that she wasn't destroying shit, she was like dueling or fighting multiple attackers.
Maybe.
At the point where Battle of Hogwarts.
Well, and by the way, are we just defining this by fighting ability or by general magical power?
Yeah, and I guess there is that argument.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm using this as evidence because there's not really other
Sure.
evidence of her doing particularly difficult magic.
I mean, she's one of the few characters to kill someone else on the list and not be Voldemort.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, she was fighting like 3 or 4 people at the Battle of Hogwarts. That's a pretty impressive task.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, Alastair Moody. That's really not a surprise.
Yeah.
Number 5, McGonagall.
Mm-hmm.
Again, not a surprise. Number 4, Snape, and I think we'll round out. They are using Grindelwald, so we know the next 2 obviously are going to be Voldemort and Dumbledore.
Right.
So I'm confused, and I think I brought this up to you the other day.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Dumbledore's 150 years old, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, ballpark.
Yeah.
Is there something special about his family?
I don't know. I mean, did we ever really figure out his sister? She was damaged and died, right?
Okay, so you haven't watched the Magic Beasts and Where to Find Them yet, correct?
No.
Okay, that is very enlightening to what was, I think, and so does the when we talked about it, referenced it, whatever. Very enlightening to the situation that was going on with Ariana. I can spoil the movie for you if you'd like, or bits of it, or at least some surprises.
I don't. Tell me whatever. I don't care.
Okay, so
If I watch it, I just want to get how it is. I don't need to be. Oh my gosh, surprised.
yeah,
it's fine.
that's where I'm with stuff.
Yeah.
I go on.
This isn't Star Wars.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, there's somebody else that's in almost identical circumstances as Ariana Dumbledore was, where Ariana had the traumatic experience as a child. She was like 5, and these kids, bullied her and picked on her and apparently beat the shit out of her.
Oh.
To make her do other magic again. That's when her dad went out, whooped some muggle ass, and then got sent to jail for it.
Yeah.
But so she, with that traumatic experience, refused to use magic. Therefore, it built up, and it was described as exploding out of her. Okay, well, the same thing happens in America in 1920s New York, where a kid is in a foster home orphanage, being raised by a person who is literally setting up an attempt at the second Salem witch trials. They call them the second Salemers, where she's convinced that magic is out there and evil, and she just beats the shit out of these kids that she's got that are orphans. And what's happening is that they call it an obscurus, is when a kid's magical powers, like he's not a magical kid, it basically tries to suppress them himself, and rather than just like not use them, he actively tries to get rid of them, and it basically turns magic on itself and
Mm-hmm.
creates like a magic demon energy ball that goes and fucks stuff up. No, it's actually really cleverly done.
Okay.
I'm not doing it its justice.
Right.
It is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really really uncommon now because the wizards have gone into their little statute of secrecy, so they don't have to hide it from everyone. They just have to hide it from the muggles, and it's not that difficult. You know, there's a support system for magic people, and you know the Muggleborns are found and shown how to use it, blah blah blah.
Right.
So it's a really really uncommon affliction. According to the guy in the movies or whatever, Luke's commander. There's only been like one of them in like the last 50 or 60 years, and that's in 1920. Knowing that Dumbledore's
Really old.
situation happened somewhere around like 1850.
Yeah.
It makes sense that everybody would think it's a done over with thing. It's the polio of their world.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things. It's basically gone.
Yeah.
Um,
So I wonder, does the magical community stay out of wars, specifically the Second World War?
no, they do not.
No. Okay. Okay. Was Grindelwald sort of a proxy for Hitler?
So he's a catalyst, and looks like yes, he is.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I think they're doing it very much like they're doing they did in the Percy Jackson books, where when there's world conflict in the human world, it ties in conflict with the Muggle world or the magical world, the Muggle world, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So where you've got the greater good coming out of what essentially is Nazi Germany,
Mm-hmm.
or the Durmstrang crew.
Right.
Where they're like, oh yeah, let's just get rid of all the non-magic people and make it all, whole magical world. You've got the same kind of thing with the Nazis. Let's get rid of all the unclean, the untouchable, the dirty Jews.
By the way, you mentioned Durmstrang. Madame Maxime's not on there. Neither is Karkaroff. Well, no, Karkaroff.
Or that's what I mean.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Neither of those particularly surprise me.
Yeah.
I don't look at my principal as the most educated person in the school.
Sure.
Dumbledore was a standout for it.
Yeah.
It was a surprise that he took a headmaster position when he could have done anything he wanted.
Yeah.
I mean, typically it's just like whatever.
Uh-huh.
So that's not a big surprise. Karkaroff gets instantly iced, whether it's Voldemort did it himself or one of the Death Eaters did, whatever.
Yeah.
And Madame Maxime.
I'm pretty sure. I'd be willing to bet it's Voldemort because he makes some reference to a Death Eater who will pay. And he could have been talking about Karkaroff during the fourth book, during that scene at the graveyard, but I don't know.
It's basically expressly said that there's one in hiding, one that he knows exactly where he is, and one that he's unsure of. And the one in hiding and that ran, that's Karkaroff. The one he's unsure of was Snape, and the one that he knows where he is and is his most faithful was Barty Crouch Jr.
Which we think is Snape, of course. Or some people thought was Snape at the time, naturally.
Snape, yeah.
Now, did you ever doubt Snape? Did you think that he really was on Voldemort's side at any point?
So I'm trying to think. So I've got to line it up where I was in books to movies mode. I don't think so. I think it got spoiled for me.
Yeah.
Early to where I didn't really get the reference until after somebody had already told me what happens.
With Lily?
Yeah, I mean, did the sixth movie come out before the last book?
I don't know, but it shouldn't have had anything in there that would give it away.
Well,
I haven't seen the sixth movie, so.
Okay.
I stopped at 5. I said, no, I can't do it anymore.
Okay, yeah, and that's good. The sixth one does a fairly decent job of sticking to the book, but the second one blows out so bad that it's whatever.
Yeah. I will watch it at some point just out of morbid curiosity, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so 2009, and I think Deathly Hallows came out in 2007, right?
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
That sounds about correct because I got to read it by myself. Olivia ordered it and it arrived home, and Olivia wasn't home at the time. I was home, because I left Seattle earlier than she did because she wanted to stay a little longer or something, or she was traveling somewhere else. So I got to read it. So yeah, 2007 would make sense.
Yeah, I did July 2007. So I think somebody had spoiled it for me before I got a chance to be pissy and hate on Snape.
Right. Because they spent a lot of that book trying to get you to not like him, especially by trying to make Dumbledore more discredited. Because Dumbledore is the thread that makes you believe that Snape is good. He's the one who keeps saying it. I trust Severus Snape, you know. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
Discrediting Dumbledore doesn't really make me feel one way or the other towards Snape.
But it makes him more fallible, right?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, if he was able to screw these things up, why couldn't he be wrong about Snape also?
Yeah, and I think I don't even remember. I mean, like looking back, I'm trying to think like if I was given like details about it,
Yeah.
or if I was just told like, "Hey, Snape's a good guy, dude." Like, like making the argument, like maybe I'd just seen the 6th movie, and so I was like, "Oh yeah, fucking Snape's an asshole, dude." And then somebody comes and tells me like, "No, dude, he'll be your favorite character here. Read these books." Because I know I didn't read the books until 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
I'd read the first 4, I think, as they came out. Like maybe I think I got the second one or the first one as the second one was coming out.
Right.
And then I remember waiting for the third one and the fourth one. I got the fourth one like right before we came to visit you guys in Kansas. I started it on the plane ride to Kansas. And I remember being super intimidated by it because it was a big fucking thick fucker.
It's big, but it's not, you know, it has huge letters.
Yeah, but it was still like it was like the sheer size of it was intimidating to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really a reader, and especially back then wasn't really a reader.
Yeah. Then you pick up the Silmarillion. It says, "Oh, this thing's tiny." Oh, the print's tiny too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the words are long.
It's a Bible,
Oh gosh, I don't know what's harder, as a 13-year-old, reading the Silmarillion or trying to read the King James Bible. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're both pretty rough.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't think I was ever in a mode of absolutely hating Snape. I remember getting to that part in the 7th book and being like old Yeller moment, like Misty, like holy crap, like the payoff for that, like such a build up to payoff, like that was, I mean, you talk about like home runs, like it's not like J.K. Rowling is like a particularly good writer.
She has created a really enjoyable universe with lots of endearing characters, some really lame ones, but she's always able to get an emotional response out of us. Whether it's how horrible Umbridge is, or how awesome Fred and George are, or how wise Dumbledore is, or whatever, she's able to get really vivid characters. You know, the dialogue may not be brilliant, but it makes you feel.
And that's what I was just going to say. It's super, super relatable. Like, it may be, like I said, the story, it's great. It's good arcs. It's unique. It's something different. Great. But, like, I don't get it. Like, and it's funny because I've read Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter's the next closest thing that I've read to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Sure.
And again, Hitchhiker's goes into that same thing. Like, Douglas Adams isn't a particularly great writer. Like, when you, I don't know, certain things that you read where like it's relatable to you and you bond on that level rather than like being, I don't know, like a true wordsmith, I guess, or like, I don't know, I'm not a writer, so.
Right, he's not William F. Buckley.
Or Fitzgerald, or Wells, or Orwell. Not well. I guess H.G. Wells works too.
Sure.
Time Machine's fantastic.
Yeah, I always felt really bad for that girl he meets in the future that he has to leave behind, or who gets eaten by the Morlocks.
Yeah, I was gonna say the mole people or whatever.
Weena, yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, those. I mean, like I said, those kind of go into that category of like truly great writers.
Yeah.
Where, I don't know, even like Stephen King. I mean, to me, he's super hit and miss.
I tried to read a Stephen King book and I said, I don't want to do a Maine accent the whole time in my head.
No.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I can dig that.
Yeah. I mean, I love To Kill a Mockingbird, but that southern accent in my head, it takes a little bit of mental effort. because I'm not from the South, right?
And I cheat, so because I listen to audiobooks,
You
so I
do,
don't
yeah.
have to do that. Somebody else does it for me.
Oh my gosh, if I could have Gregory Peck reading To Kill a Mockingbird, that would be so dope.
There you go.
Well, he's dead, so.
I know, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Well, it's actually interesting. Churchill actually read pretty substantial portions of the Second World War, which I listened to all the time. I don't know if he probably never read the whole thing, but yeah, I can find him online. Some interesting parts, 40-some minute segments of him just reading from it. It's awesome. But going back, Snape, I mean, I did have that moment when he kills Dumbledore where I said, "You fucker, kill him," But immediately after that, I said, you know what? It would be too obvious for him to be revealed as the bad guy in that moment, right? That there has to be something more to it, as incongruous as it seems. And Dumbledore makes no move to protect himself from Snape. He just says, "Severus, please." Right? So you don't know what it means, and yeah, it was a great payoff. It made sense.
Yeah.
And there were really nice little subtle hints that led up to it that made it tie all in together, and the motivation and the themes that Rowling always had, about the power of friendship and love and so on, which are kind of corny in a way, but at the same time, too, it's one of the reasons why Dumbledore had so much faith in it. It just, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It just worked really well. And it totally reconciles Snape and Harry, I don't know about totally, but it pretty much does. And explains all of his motivation, right?
I was gonna say, I think it 100% does. When
Yeah.
you name your kid after somebody.
Well, yeah. I mean, I meant at the moment. It took Harry some time to process, but
Oh yeah. By the
yeah.
way, Gregory Peck has done an audio recording work.
Aw,
He read the entire New Testament of the King James Bible.
that's pretty cool. I remember James Earl Jones did a Bible reading, and Grandma had me put that on her computer. The thing is, it breaks up every single verse or something like that into different pieces of music or something like that.
Oh,
So
dang.
it was, or maybe it's not every verse, but maybe every chapter of every book, I think. Yeah.
Download 6,000.
It's a bunch. I wonder if it's still on Grandma's old computer. Yeah. And it came on some like 10 CDs or something like that. So I had to, one by one, put them in, rip them, put them in, rip, put them in, rip. Yeah, so, oh, by the way, how does this list? Is Dumbledore first or is Voldemort first? I would assume Dumbledore.
Dumbledore is, yeah.
Yeah. So, if we're talking, so Grindelwald isn't in the story directly, outside of Voldemort interrogating him.
Yeah.
What about the Peverell brothers?
Well, I mean, they're like
So,
100 years old.
yeah, I mean, they're kind of mythic, I guess, but what about them? What about the founders of Hogwarts? I mean, they weren't in the story, but they have huge impact on the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Merlin, for that matter?
Yeah, that's a great argument as well.
Yeah.
Something else that they hint at, and I guess it's being explored or done, whatever, is it sounds like the American school of magic was founded by potential Slytherin heirs.
Oh.
Like after Slytherin left, that I guess maybe
Oh.
he got married, he had kids, those kids went to America, and did something. I don't know. I haven't actually gotten all the details of it.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, maybe. I mean, it would explain why our education system is so poor. But I couldn't resist. Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, I mean, it's a list that's made by some folks who maybe aren't quite as hardcore fans as we are, but I don't know. It's one of those. The internet's all about making top whatever lists and saying, "Oh, look at this." I mean, Box Office Mojo or not Box Office Mojo, WatchMojo.com has made a killing off of just making top 10 lists.
Yeah.
And, and they're in love with Legend of Zelda.
Say they're in love with Legend of Zelda.
Ocarina of Time. It's just, best game ever, Ocarina of Time. Best level ever, one of the levels in Ocarina of Time. Best whatever, Ocarina of Time. It's just, really? I mean, I'm sure it's a great game, but really? It can't be the best at everything,
No, but I would say it's got to be in the top 3 best games of all time.
Maybe. I mean, I've only seen it played, and you just sit back and say, "Hey, listen!" constantly to annoy them, because they deserve it. But Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but why is it coming in first on all your lists? Come on. Um, I mean, and also as far as being the greatest game ever, I mean, I'm no expert, but I would put Half-Life 2 ahead of it. I
And I'm
think,
sure people. I'm not gonna say people would argue that.
yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, I think Half-Life 2 holds the record for most Game of the Year awards. It had 50 or something like that.
Yeah. I just wonder. I mean,
And Half-Life 2 isn't even my favorite game. I mean, I love it, but it's not the. I mean, it's a single-player game, and it has its flaws, but it's just so well made.
so IGN did a list.
Yeah.
Let's get down to it. They did a top 100.
Oh wow.
Team Fortress 2 is number 58.
Oh, I thought you meant 100 wizards.
No, no, no. I'm sorry. No.
That would have been so dumb.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Pokemon Yellow, Mass Effect 2, number 51.
I mean, and that's the other thing too. How do you compare Mass Effect 2 to Half-Life 2 to Ocarina of Time? I mean,
I don't know. Diablo 2 is number 45.
yeah.
Counter Strike 1.6, number